All right, let's now answer this question here. This is amortization tables for annuities. So amortization tables for annuities work in an identical manner to those for reducing balance loans. However, the interest is money we are earning and the balance remaining is our own money. This time, the amortization table shows the payments number, payments received, interest earned, principal reduction, and balance after payment. So let's now go through example 3 here. It says the interest on a $5,000 investment is paid at 1.5% per quarter. Quarterly payments of $800 are withdrawn from the account, which will terminate after 6 quarters. Fill in the information for payments 3, 4, 5 in the amortization table below. So as you can see here, if we're just pretending for a moment that this is our retirement, we are starting off with $5,000. We're then going to receive $800. So we're withdrawing $800 from that, but we're also earning $72.50 from the balance. So that means the principal reduction, the amount that we are reducing the principal by, is going to be $727.50. That's leaving us with this. Let's now talk about how exactly we got those numbers. By going into the second week, we're again withdrawing $800. To figure out the amount of interest we're going to earn here, what we do is we take we take this, which is simply, now let me get another color here. All we're doing is we're taking this number here, which is taken from there. So we're taking the previous balance and we're multiplying it by that. Now, where exactly did that number come from? Because as you can see here, we have 1.45 per quarter. So every quarter, the interest that we're earning is 1.45%. Well, the way that you turn that into 0.0145 is simply by dividing by 100. And then you're timesing it by that much. And now we can say, all right, we've got 4, 2. Actually, you know what? I've already done this previously. Otherwise, this is going to be a lot of work, me typing things into the calculator. What it's going to end up being is 61.95. 61.95. And I have rounded that. So make sure that you round correctly there. Then we go to the next one. This time it's the principal reduction. Now, the principal reduction will simply be the $800 that I'm receiving as payment, and then subtract away the amount of interest that I'm earning. So 61.95 will be there, which means it's going to be 738.05. So that's my principal reduction. And that makes sense because remember, we're earning this much money. We're withdrawing that much money, which means the principal is only reducing by that much money. So now we subtract that away. So we go subtract 738.05 from the balance, which is going to leave us with 3534.45. And now we simply do it again. So now in payment number 3, we are again taking out $800. To figure out the interest that we're going to earn this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this number and put it down here. So 3534.45. I'm going to times it by 0.0145. And when I put that into the calculator, what I'm going to end up with is 51.25. Then for my next one, I need the principal reduction. That's when we're going to take the payment that we're receiving and reduce it by the interest, 51.25. And when I do that, what I'm going to end up with is 7, and I'll do an equal sign here, 748.75. Then to figure out the balance remaining, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the previous balance, which is 3534.45, and I'm going to subtract that away from 748.75. And now my new balance is going to be 2785.70. My goodness, we have to do this another 2 times. And then, all right, we keep on going. We keep soldiering on here. We go to our next one. All right, so the first column here is what? Whoops, things are falling apart. The first column here is my interest earned. To figure out my interest earned, I take the previous amount here. So I go 2785.70 and I multiply it by 0.0145. When I do that and I put it into my calculator, what I'm going to end up with is 40.39. Next, to figure out my principal reduction, I know that I'm receiving a payment of $800. I reduce that by the amount of interest that we're earning. And what I'm going to end up now with is 759.75. Then to figure out this, I take the previous balance, 2785.70. I subtract it by my principal reduction, 759.75. And now what I'm going to end up with here is 2026.09. Oh, next one. All right, hope you're enjoying this. This is just exhilarating stuff here. What we're now going to do is we're going to figure out the interest. This is the interest column. So I take this, 2026.09, and I'm going to multiply it by 0.0145. And what I'm going to end up with is 29.38. That's the amount of interest that I'm earning. To figure out my principal reduction, I take my 800 that I'm withdrawing, I subtract that from the interest that I'm earning, and that's going to end up being 770.62. Then to figure out what my new value is going to be, I take this, 2026.09, and I reduce it by 770.62. So I'm just reducing it by the principal reduction here. And what I'm going to end up with is 1255.47. Phew. All right. We now come to the interesting part, and that is the final payment. Let's take a breather and I'll come back to that in a moment.